rolling. We are live, and you can see me right now. What's going on, everybody? This is DTM. Find me anywhere on the internet under Delta Tango Mike. Let me double check that the sound is working. It is working. You can hear me, and I love it. So right now I'm going to do a quick rundown on the illustration that I've been working on for the last 2 days. It was a little difficult yesterday trying to work on it and talk at the same time because we're meeting with people who's coming by the booth here at Adobe Max and talking to us, so I had to stop and chat and give them a rundown on what's going on. And throughout that whole process, I did not like the way my drawing was coming out. So I'm gonna give you a quick shot of where we are. This is at the Cinemaker booth, and I have my own little table. You can see this is the iPad that is running the Cinemaker. I have an iPhone up here, it's running the Cinemaker app. We have a 4K camera where you see my face, and then this shot is coming from an iPhone way up there on the wall. The last screen, it is my screen on my Surface, and so here it is, and it looks like there is a lag. So I'm gonna have to skip that for now and probably change it over. Let me see if I can go ahead and use Cinemaker to turn it off, get it out of the app. It comes back in, turn it back on. I think it was missing the network, and now let's go back to the iPad, and it's still freezing. So that's what happens when you try to go and jump on without testing. So let me go ahead and pull the DVI out. Let's see, take it out, go back. Here we are. You can see what's happening because we have an iPhone that's catching everything. Let me go ahead and plug it back in. There it goes. It blinks. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jump through to turn on the Surface. I turned it on. It looks like it's up. There it is. Let me switch to it and see what happens. Switch, and it's frozen. Why sketch? Oh, I know why. It's not frozen. It was working all along. It's just not gonna do anything because there was nothing on the screen. But here we go. Look, there it is. It's working. Why do I do this to myself? It is working now. We'll give you another shot. There it goes. I was trying to pinch and zoom on the desktop. Why would I do that? I don't know. All right, so now you can see my screen, see what's happening, and this is the digital drawing that I worked on with Sketchable app on the Surface Pro 4. So we have some layers going on here. I'm going to turn them off and on so that you can see what's going on here. All right. So let's turn off.
The community pavilion is now closed.
All right, get out.
It will reopen tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
Oh Lord, that's right. Everybody get out. They're gonna turn off the lights in a little bit. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue on. And so what I did was, this is the final illustration, but let me go ahead and turn these layers off so you can see what this is. There you go, little by little. Bam, 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 bam. All right, bam. There it goes, there it goes. Let's get the rest of these layers off. And now, let me show you where it started, all right? This drawing, like I said, I started to work on it yesterday. There was a lot of people coming over to talk to me and to see me draw. So I had to stop and have a conversation and tell them about Cinemaker, tell them about what I do. And so in that process, I kind of lost track of my figure. But it started like this. Here we go. Bam. So I wanted to draw Batman sitting down and drawing. And so I wasn't sure of what I was going to go for in terms of the overall anatomy, but I did know that I wanted to have Batman sitting down drawing, and I wanted to look a little funky. But so I did a quick sketch, and I said, okay, cool, now I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. So then I did a new layer, and I sketched it out in a nice cleaner with a blue pencil. But it was still a little off. It still had, the shoulders weren't right, the body wasn't right. So, but because I was talking all the time and halfway drawing, I didn't pay too much attention. So then I started to fix some of the angles because I did not like how the angle was, and I was trying to fix the face and the head, and I did a whole nother sketch over it. But now I'm starting to add the Adidas lines and a little bit of detail here and there, and I did not like that how it was going at all. But I kept drawing on it because I wanted to show people the process and do video at the same time. So, you know, some of the angles were of me drawing on the screen. Some of the angles was the big shot. In any case, I was sitting here talking and drawing. So at the end of the day, yesterday, I knew that was not a good drawing. So this morning, I sketched over this figure and did that. So now I was able to get the right angle. I had to get my mind right and see the anatomy, and then the art style came to me about how I was going to do this. So today I started to work on that. I started to clean up some of the angles and so on, and so that's when I went in with the outline. So let's see if that's the outline. That's the shoes. This is the outline right there. So let me turn off the blue pencil, and there we go. So now you can tell that I actually started thinking about the angles, the shoulders, the head, and right now there's a little bit that you can't see, but you can see where I wanted to show a little bit of the angle right there of the hat, and I was able to get the ears the way I wanted to, and so on. So there goes Batman, and on the bottom of his shoes it says Bats, and he's holding a Surface, and he's got the Surface pen. So now I'm going to show you some of the other layers, and the first thing that I did after this point was to go ahead and knock out the shadows. I don't know, oh yeah, this is different over here. Here we go. So shadows, let's start with big shadows, bam. All right, so now my light source is from the left, and then I want detailed shadows, bam. So now a little bit extra to bring out the three-dimensional look. Then from there I went in with some color. So now I'm gonna jump back and color in the clothing and the shoes. There it is, another layer, another. I like stacking layers because then if I need to erase something, it's real easy to go ahead and erase and recolor something without affecting another color that's already on the screen. So here we go, I'm turning things off and on just so that you can see that the layers are all interacting with each other and working to give you that look that is that three-dimensional look. Is really flat 2D. So then I put a sun back there, and when I put the sun, I said, well, of course there has to be some yellow coming in from that sun or the moon or whatever. So there goes the yellow. This is some white highlights, and I did some stronger white highlights, and I think this is where is this here? Oh, this is the background. So this is working on somewhere. Where is that? Some things I don't remember. Let me see. I do not remember what that layer is, and if I get rid of it, I'm not gonna be happy. And then finally, the shoes, they needed to have some color because there's some parts that don't have color. So then I went ahead and filled it in. So there we go. That's the Batman illustration that I worked on this week, that I worked on in the last 2 days. I'm pretty happy the way it turned out. I was able to focus a little bit more because I knew where I was going with it. But one thing that I want to point out, and this is the reason of my video, is that I did not give up. I focused on making sure that I followed through with my process. I have a process about how I draw. I have a process on how I focus and sketch until I start seeing what I'm looking for. And that may take several attempts. That may mean that I continue the drawing even though I know it's looking wrong, but I'm not gonna give up on it right now. There are many times when you just start all over. You start all over, and in this situation, since I had so many people looking at it, I wanted to go ahead, and when people come back, I wanted to go ahead and see that I did stay with the drawing and I actually made it happen. All right, so this is DTM. We're at Adobe Max. Thank you for coming through. If you're here in LA right now at the LA Convention Center for Adobe Max, come on by. We're doing demos on Cinemaker. We're doing demos on drawing. I have my Surface out. I have my iPad out. Just drawing all day while Gary and Ben are out here showing us about how do we use this software, how do we use all this hardware. And we got an awesome camera over here. We got the iPad right here, another phone up there, another phone over here. We're catching all angles. So thank you for tuning in. This is DTM. Talk to you later. Go ahead and follow Sketchable app. Go follow Cinemaker app. Go follow Delta Tango Mike. And of course, Adobe Max. Tell them that we sent you. Peace out.